My go-to Christmas movie is absolutely Scrooge. It was the movie my sisters and I watched together every Christmas Eve.
My favorite Christmas movie is probably The Grinch, the animated version though.
It's actually probably Nightmare Before Christmas.
My favorite go-to Christmas movie is definitely The Polar Express.
I don't think I can quote any line because I think every line is kind of like iconic.
And my favorite line is, I'm as light as a feather, I'm as happy as an angel, I'm a merry schoolboy. Because it just shows that he learned the lesson of Christmas and what a blessing it is, and he stopped being greedy and started loving those around him.
But it's because I'm a mom and my kids are obsessed. And I can probably quote every single song actually.
I love The Polar Express. I probably can't remember a phrase, but I can definitely remember a song. And it's the scene when they were in the train. They were serving the hot coffee. That hot coffee, that one is my favorite. And I do really know that movie by heart. I don't know it word by word, but I know it by heart. Every scene, what's happening next, everything. That's definitely my go-to. That one or Edward Scissorhands. Edward Scissorhands, I forgot, I'm sorry. Edward Scissorhands is my go-to. That's my go-to Christmas. If I could eat one Christmas dish for the rest of my life, it would definitely be my mom's Mexican pozole.
Oh, that would for sure be mashed sweet potatoes with roasted marshmallows on top.
Definitely any Christmas dessert,
Turkey.
like any Christmas dessert.
I'm obsessed with turkey.
Just soupy, and it's cold outside, so it just fills you up and it keeps you warm.
It's something my dad and I make together every Christmas, and of course he makes me peel and mash the potatoes, while he just gets to hang out and pretend like he did the whole thing.
And it also has chicken. A Christmas song that instantly puts me in a good mood is
There's so many Christmas songs.
I don't have one.
All I Want by,
Jingle Bell Rock. I love that song.
All I Want for Christmas by You by Mariah Carey.
Rocking around Christmas tree at the Christmas party. That one. Every time I hear it, I can go crazy. I will start dancing.
Funny enough, probably Christmas Evil by Stray Kids.
But there's a lot of Christmas songs. There's not one in particular. I think every single song gets me in the spirit and happy.
My personal favorite is always hot chocolate, especially if we have the mini marshmallows and lots of whipped cream.
Apple cider every single time.
Definitely hot cocoa over anything.
Eggnog.
Could eat it all Christmas long.
My favorite family tradition I've done with my kids is every Christmas Eve we get the same Christmas Eve gift, and it's a pack of popcorn,
Going to church on Christmas morning.
a DVD of a Christmas movie,
Because we usually go every 24th, December 24th at night towards like 10. They do mass service, and that's a tradition. We go every year,
and special pajamas for the night.
and it's just every time I'm there in church during that day, like the feeling, it's so warm. Everyone is so close together because it's the holidays. We're all happy. We're excited to go home and open gifts and eat food later. And that's something I definitely want to do with my kids. Yeah, and my husband, and in the future, just always remember.
Every Christmas morning, me and my family, as soon as we wake up, we would open presents with the whole entire family.
Because that's what my mother taught me. That's what gives me the Christmas feeling a lot, too. Because they have it all decorated, and then the songs and everything is Christmassy.
Okay, very good.
I think I'm talking to
Going to church on Christmas Eve, we would do the late night show, and then we would usually hit something like Denny's or a 24-hour diner after Christmas Mass, and it was just a lovely night. My favorite childhood Christmas memory is probably watching a movie with my sisters every Christmas. We would all build a big fort in my dad's man cave and fully take it over.
Decorating the house with my family.
And we would sleep there all night together and tell stories and watch movies, and it's just always a beautiful memory because then we would get to wake up together, and it was lovely.
My first was a Secret Santa. I didn't know Secret Santa was a thing. I was, I think, 10, and I got Secret Santa to be one of my cousin's girlfriend's daughter. And I remember going to Justice and buying her like the girliest blankets, and I was just thinking she's gonna love this because I loved it. So I was like, she's gonna love this, and I wrapped it up so happy. And then I remember when it was her turn to open it, I was peeking, just making sure I was looking like side-eyeing to make sure she liked it, and she did. She loved it, and I was so happy. And that was just a memory that's always gonna be in my head.
I think a Christmas miracle for me would just be seeing family and friends reunite after a long time.
Yeah, I think my Christmas miracle moment was the first Christmas after my grandmother had passed away, because opening her gifts on Christmas Eve was always the only gift we were allowed to open. So that first Christmas the next year, that kind of sadness came with it. And little did we know she had actually surprised my parents before she passed with money and the exact gift she wanted to give us that year. So it's like a little piece of grandma.
Absolutely. My daughter, when she was 2 years old, she actually has cerebral palsy, and she walked for the first time the day after Christmas.
The times that my parents gave us, because we celebrate also the Three Wise Men, to us is also towards Christmas. So I remember so vividly that it was so magical, because I did not know that to us it was like Santa Claus. My parents, but it's actually my parents, and they never told us, and it was so magical. And to this day, I'm still amazed that as a kid, it was so magical. And I every time I think about it, I want to cry, because somebody ruined it for me. Like, they really told me, hey, it's your mom, it's not the Three Wise Men. And ever since, I never got gifts from them no more. The stuff stopped. But that was so, it made my childhood the Christmas. It made my Christmas really unique. And I was just amazed. I could not believe it. I remember thinking every January, oh my gosh, who is bringing these gifts? And then I would go downstairs and I would try to sleep downstairs to see. I would never make it. I was always asleep before my parents got there and started putting gifts under the tree. But that is definitely what made my Christmas magical. Mm-hmm.
Christmas special, it was always my grandparents.
I can't really say one person specific. I can really just say my family. And by family, I mean my brother and my sister.
That would actually be my dad. He always went all out, dressed in full Christmas outfits, and would make sure we had cookies ready for Santa and, food on the roof for the reindeer. So he always made sure to make it a magical moment.
Growing up, every single year, my parents made Christmas special for me.
I think my faith has been the base of how I celebrate Christmas, because, I did grow up very faithful and always going to church, and I just think it's beautiful to not get caught up in the gifts and the greed around Christmas, but to remember why we're all here and to celebrate Jesus and celebrate love and family.
Faith has shaped the way I see Christmas a lot. I mean a lot. I have this year in specific.
For me, my faith has gave Christmas a purpose.
I think just going to the Christmas Eve service and being reminded exactly what it's all about is one of the greatest experiences.
I'm young, but I'm also growing up. So faith has not let me see Christmas in particular, but the whole world. I see everything. So when you ask me, how has faith gotten me to see Christmas differently? Not Christmas in particular, everything, because everything leads up to the same stuff. And I can't just say one thing about Christmas, because Christmas has always been a very spiritual thing to me. It has never been about Santa Claus. So I can't really say, yeah, it has, because it's always been from faith. When I hear Jesus is the reason for the season, I think it's true. I mean, it is. He is the reason for the season. It was never about anybody else for me growing up. It's always been about him. And I think that's why I'm very spiritually high when it comes to stuff like this. Especially because, like I said, my mother was always made sure that we knew the reason for the season and not just the worldly things.
Personally, to me, when I hear that, I think that beneath all the decorations and all the presents, at the end of the day, Christmas is about the story of Jesus' birth.
I mean, that's exactly what it is. He's the reason we celebrate. He's the reason why we believe in all these great things.
To me, it personally means that, kind of like I just said, we are here to celebrate Jesus and to remember that he was born and he died for our sins, and so that we can continue to live the beautiful lives we all get to live.
Merry Christmas, Matt movie lovers, and a Happy New Year to you.
Merry Christmas, Matt movie lovers, and have a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas, Matt movie lovers, and Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas, Matt movie lovers, and have a Happy New Year.